Hi everyone, we're Travel with Johnny and Will. I'm Will and this is Johnny. And this is going to be our recap of our day one on board Sky Princess on our Scandinavian cruise leaving from Southampton. This is quite a special cruise for us because it's our friends' group cruise. Paul and Carole love to travel.
So this is their inaugural group cruise and it is 2 years in the making, and we sort of first learnt about this cruise whenever we first met them on board Marella Voyager, whenever we spent a week on board cruising the Mediterranean, and we'll link that playlist somewhere along here.
Yeah. So yesterday we had flown into Southampton the night before, and we had stayed in the Voco Hotel, which is the site of the old Premier Inn near the city cruise terminal. So we'd woke up and got a taxi from there to make our way to the Mayflower cruise terminal. As we were helping Paul and Carole set up for registration with it, we had permission to go on early. So we arrived at the terminal around 9:30. However, it didn't really all go to plan.
Yeah, so we were sort of just waiting around, and obviously it seemed as though the disembarkation from the previous cruise was sort of slower, and obviously we had to wait till the ship got to that zero count before they would start then letting people come into the check-in hall. So it was around probably quarter to 11 actually, and then basically the shutters opened on the baggage pods.
Yeah.
So we quickly then stuck the bags on and made our way into the terminal building to check in. Now I have to say, once we were in the terminal building, it literally took sort of 10 minutes, I think, by the time we went into that building till we literally got to the top of the queue, got checked in, and then straight to security. With Princess Cruises, they have an app that basically you can log on your passport details, register your credit card, take your security photo, all before you board. So that does save a lot of time and sort of hassle at the cruise terminal.
And another bonus about this is when you get on board, it's that exact same app that you use on board for, like, you know, to first connect your Wi-Fi up and check where all your shipmates are, and look at your onboard account menus, that sort of thing, and book your excursions and stuff like that. And also this app links with the medallion, which you will get a lanyard if you board, but we had these watch or medallion strap things from the last 3 Princess cruises that we had done, and that allows you to be located on board, acts as your cruise card, and also will unlock your cabin door when you get close.
Yeah, it's super handy because I have lost a lot of cruise cards, and you'd think because of the number of cruises that we do that I would be more careful with them, but I don't know, I'm just not used to going out with something, you know what I mean? Because I don't carry a wallet whenever, you know, we're on a cruise.
But then of the same curse, all day yesterday I was like, cruise card, where is it? I've lost it, because it's always in this pocket on my left hand side. And I was like, oh, it's the medallion.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But they are super handy. So once we got through security, it was straight on board the ship. And we have cruised on Sky Princess once before, and it was only a 4-day staycation that we did. And we did really like the ship. And whenever we just sort of stepped on board, you sort of step into that piazza, and it's just very grand looking and very... Now, what we did find yesterday about the piazza was they had a DJ playing, which was different from the last time. The last time we sort of stepped on board, I think there was like somebody on the piano or something like that.
Either a piano, either a violinist, or a singer.
Yeah, whereas yesterday, whenever the DJ was playing, it actually just gave a different vibe, actually, stepping on board. And it was quite a refreshing sort of vibe, you know what I mean? And it sort of... To me, it sort of helped sort of people whenever they came on board sort of get into that sort of holiday spirit that, you know, today is the first day of their week-long cruise.
So at this point, Paul and Carole had arranged that their registration venue was Take 5. Now, Take 5 is this beautiful venue on deck 6. It's just off the Atrium, and it's the onboard jazz club. But when we got there, we dropped all our bags, they had tables set up for us, and we were ready to do everything. But Dan had said we should all do our muster, because on Princess you go onto the app and it'll be like the first thing you see, and it'll say, you know, watch your muster video, which was a safety video of the procedures you should take in an emergency. So you watch that, and then at the end there's a button that will appear, and I'll pop it on screen, that'll say take me to my muster station. If you hit that, it'll direct you to where it is, and it'll also just say, you know, it's at deck 7, and ours was at Rudy's, Catch by Rudy's. Isn't that what it was, the speciality? So we went straight up there, and then you tap on your medallion, and you've registered for muster.
Yeah, as simple as that. So after we'd done that, we headed back downstairs into Take 5, and it was time to get set up for registration. So Paul and Carole have about 170 odd people here with them on this cruise, which is just amazing.
No, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, it really is. And we got set up with everybody's goodie bags and their little name lanyards and things like that. And then it was time to start meeting all the guests that were here to see Paul and Carole. And it was super nice. We sort of got chatting to a lot of people that have been watching our videos, and like too many to even start to name, but it was really nice actually meeting people. And because obviously, you know, we watch a lot of Paul and Carole's lives and things like that, and we see a lot of people chatting and commenting and asking questions, so it was actually really fun to see the person actually that is normally those people.
To definitely put a face to the name and to like break the barrier between the screen and like real life, and that was honestly quite overwhelming for me. I feel like there was a lot, because there was so many people that we could recognize or think, oh, that's that person. But yeah, and it was really, really, really nice actually.
So it was really nice. Like I said, that venue was beautiful in the fact that everybody, whenever they were just coming in, after they sort of got their welcome packs and things like that, everybody sort of hung around. The bar was open, people had drinks. We actually had our lunch there, because on the Medallion app on your phone, you can order food to be delivered to wherever you're located. Which is a real big perk for us, like travelling on Princess. It's just sort of like so funny that you can just be like lying about the pool or sitting in a lounge and decide, oh, I'm hungry and I don't want to move, or I'm happy sitting here, and you can get food delivered. So we literally had a little sandwich delivered with some fries.
It was a clubhouse sandwich, and it was unreal.
It was really, really nice, and actually sort of nearly like just what we wanted. So we had that for lunch, and actually in Take 5, and it was really nice just because we were able to get lunch and sort of chat away.
Yeah, and like we had lunch, and then Ken and Lindsay, who were helping out as well, from Ken Goes Cruising, they sort of like took over from our wee shift, and then when they had their lunch delivered, then we went back, and it all worked out really well. But yeah, it was. I think the venue Take 5, for the purposes of registration, worked amazingly. It was just the right size. The bar was open. People were chatting. It was just the perfect venue.
So we then decided to make our way to our stateroom, and basically on this cruise we have booked a mini suite, and our cabin number is C, which is the Caribe deck. All the decks on Sky Princess have a name, so we're on Caribe and we're cabin number 330. I have to say though, we did sort of get separated because I decided to wait on the lift while you decided to run upstairs.
Yes.
And I ended up like all over the place looking for the cabin.
Well, you did think that we were C303.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't have helped, because we're not C303, which was an accessible cabin.
Yeah, and the fact that people were already in it.
Yeah.
It was quite lucky that I wasn't actually trying to use the door, and the door was already sort of half open and I could see there was people.
Well, then I guess when you arrived at your cabin, there's a screen. It has your name on it.
Yeah.
So if your name wasn't on it, Johnny, you weren't getting in.
I know. I don't even think I was looking at the screen. But yeah, so we made our way to our cabin, and we really think that a mini suite on Princess is quite beautiful. It is sort of quite a longish cabin.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You have a massive sofa, but we're going to do... In this vlog here, we'll show you a quick look around our cabin. However, we do have a full cabin tour and review video.
Yeah, it should definitely be out by this stage.
Yeah, and we'll pop the link in the description below and somewhere along here.
We also met our cabin attendant, Santosh, and he brought us some champagne for the Sailaway. So that was a really nice touch. And then actually, after this, we went up to deck 17 to overlook deck 16, where the Sailaway party was commencing.
Yeah, so Princess does sail away, in my opinion, one of the best Sailaways. They have all their entertainment staff, their singers, their dancers, all up on deck with the cruise director leading the party. And the cruise director on board at the minute is a guy called Dan Mooney, and he was really good at getting everybody really going and into the spirit of it. And with Princess, they have sort of like 2 sort of signature songs that they sort of use as part of their Sailaway. And we really like that because it's sort of it's sort of unique then to Princess.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit cheesy.
It
but
is, yeah.
Every Sailaway party to me is cheesy. So
Yeah.
this is just a controlled level of cheese. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, but I think it's more. I think that I like the fact that Princess puts the effort into thinking about it and choreographing it, as opposed to just picking a few songs that the DJ is going to play or someone's going to sing, and entertainment staff are clapping and doing a 2-step. You know what I mean?
I think you like it then because it's familiar.
Yeah.
And you're like, you look forward to the songs.
I like the fact that it's produced,
Yeah.
It's just not thought, like I say, it's just not a DJ playing, DJ Odyssey, Hey Baby, and, the entertainment staff doing a 2-step and, putting their hands in the air and things like that, To me, it's choreographed, it's produced. I think it's impressive. I really enjoy it. And I really think that everybody does appreciate it on the same level because everybody was really getting into it.
Yeah. So here's a quick look. So then a band came on and we had stayed on the pool deck and we went around and met some of the other people that were on the group cruise, and then we met our friends that had come with us on this cruise, and we decided to go to the Sanctuary pool, which is on deck 17 more forward, to go to there because we thought that bar would be quieter, and we had a wee drink there. Although because it was more in the shadow and it was a little bit windy, it was getting cold.
Yeah,
very cold.
So then after we headed, they were going to go to the buffet that evening for their dinner, so we decided to show them the way. And but of course, once we were there, we had to sample a little cookie. And so after that, we headed back out to the pool deck for some more drinks in the sunshine. However, the sunshine didn't sort of last. It did get a bit shady and a bit more sort of windy as the further we got out to sea. So we had met some of the other guests that are here with Paul and Carole, and we ended actually up going to a couple of Tom and Helen's suite, which is an aft suite, and because it was a lot warmer out there and there was no shade, and it was actually really lovely views, and thank you so much for Tom and Helen for inviting us along, because it was literally just so nice sitting there chilling, having a bit of a chinwag and a chat, and just soaking in the sun.
Yeah, the wall-to-wall sunshine, the scene of the Portsmouth in the background, Celebrity Apex had sailed away. Yeah, that was something else, to be fair. And then when we got back to our cabin, we were on the shaded side of the ship, so you couldn't even open our door because it was that cold. So it was, they had all the luck, I guess.
So we then decided to get ready for dinner. We weren't really hungry, so we decided that we wanted to go to Alfredo's. So on this cruise we have the Princess Plus package, which includes one device for your Wi-Fi, your drinks up to the value of $15, and then you get 2 casual dining experiences, which is places like Alfredo's and Vines. So we decided tonight that we quite fancied a nice pizza. So we made our way to Alfredo's.
One more point about the Princess Plus is you're limited to 15 drinks per day per person.
Yes, 15 alcoholic drinks.
Yes, alcohol. Yeah, and you have unlimited soft drinks, juices, and teas and coffees. Isn't that right? So here's a look at the menu for Alfredo's. So to be honest, we actually didn't need to look at the menu because we had both made up our minds that we just wanted no starter, no dessert. We just wanted pizza because we sort of were with a bit of a time crunch, and we wanted to make for the first show because we knew if it was the later show we wouldn't have went because we would have been in bed. So we both had pepperoni pizza, and it really sort of just hit the spot, honestly.
And I think a top tip from us is that places like Alfredo's on the first night, try there because it wasn't busy.
No.
Most people, whenever they come on a cruise, well, whether it's their first time cruise or their season cruisers, sort of get stuck in their ways then, and they always either go to the main buffet or the main dining restaurants. So you will find that they are obviously super busy on the first night, and places like specialty dining and obviously those casual dining venues like Alfredo's are normally a bit quieter. So top tip from us for your first night on board.
So tonight's show in the Princess Theatre was a guest act, and it was 4 vocalists and an electronic drum kit, and their name was ODYC Odyssey.
Yeah. And, well, it's a bit of a mix between... So if you're, like, a fan of, like, you know, the movies Pitch Perfect, and there's an a cappella group called Pentatonics. So it was kind of like that with the electric drum kit, and they were fantastic. They were absolutely...
They're really, really good.
Yeah. And I think like the theatre was quite busy, actually, and everyone seemed to quite enjoy them, which I was sort of surprised, because, you know, sometimes, well, for us, sometimes we don't really appreciate guest acts, and for people who follow us know that anyway. But I have to say, I was really impressed, and I would go as far as saying, so far, that this has been my favourite guest act on board a cruise ship. So yes, there was a real good mix of songs that they sang, anything from like Motown, Lionel Richie, Whitney Houston to Lady Gaga. So such a really good mix.
Have a look now and let us know what you think. So after the show, we made our way back to the Vista Lounge. We wanted to see what was going on. And as you walk from the front to the back on deck 7, you walk past the shops, you have the Atrium, then you have your Princess Live, and then you end up getting to Vista. And in Vista tonight, they were showing a screening of Eurovision, as it was a Eurovision night. Now, we didn't really stay for this, so we went straight up to the WEC view bar, and the sun had just set and the colours were popping from the horizon. Yeah, they were. It was nice up there, but it was also a little bit cold.
So we had a few drinks upstairs, and we got chatting obviously to some of the guests on the Grip Cruise, and that is sort of nearly where we finished our night in the end, because we had a few drinks up there. I've sort of like literally come across Bombay Sapphire. Is it Bramble?
It's called Bramble.
Yeah, it's like a flavoured gin.
It's blackcurrant and raspberry, I think.
It was very nice. So so I had a couple of those, and you were on an English
mojito,
yeah.
But I had
mojito.
like 3 of them because I think there was so much ice in it and obviously maybe you're meant to let the ice melt to give yourself more drink.
Well, you didn't really give the chance.
No, I
quick.
actually was thirsty, so yeah.
So they did go down quite easily, and so it did get a bit chilly being out there,
did, yeah.
and the drink sort of wasn't really warming us up that much, so we decided to call it a night and then head back to our cabin, as it has been quite a long day for us, and we had a late night the night before. And on the way back to the cabin, Will made a cheeky dash downstairs to get some hot drinks. So on the way back to our cabin, we actually walked through the main buffet and the late night snacks were there. There was quite a lot actually to choose from.
I was really surprised by 3 things in particular. There was a full fish sitting out. There was a roast, and there was like a chicken roast. Like, I don't know.
People are eating it.
Yes, people were eating it, but I just thought no.
Yeah, it was near about 11. Was it 11 o'clock or so? And we sort of thought, no, we do not need this much food.
Because we didn't remember there being a late night before, and we were sort of surprised by it when we came across it. So I just took some pictures of the offerings. But yes, we actually then, you'd went back to the cabin. I said, look, I'll take a quick dash down to the International Cafe, thinking it would be busier, but it wasn't. And they had a nice ham sandwich that you'd wanted, and I had 2 of the oatmeal cookies, and then I had a hot chocolate, and you had a cappuccino, which you said was very nice.
It was very nice, and it really did help warm me up after being outside.
Yeah. So that's our recap of our day 1 on board Sky Princess. If you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up down below, and then click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on our next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.